welcome to another week of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO / owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar Segment, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Interesting weekend again. I'm not sure how many times we're gonna have to say that, but yeah, just a lot of in every aspect of it. I don't know what's going on with a lot of these teams. A lot of people are talking, and we'll get to it. We'll get to that. But
the strangest weekend we probably done had in a while.
Yeah, it's wicked, man.
Very strange. Well, y'all do know that today is Drunk Ass Monday. So we basically give you the recaps of what happened this past weekend, almost Shirt Friday, the results. Some of y'all already know the results. So all we pretty much gonna do is let you listen to them again while we do our shot bets and take our shots, which the reason why we got this Drunk Ass Monday. We end up having what? 11 shot bets total.
11, yes.
And that's not including the 3-bet challenge. So, with all that being said, we need to go and get started. Let's give this recap. Let's start with UFC. UFC, we had 5 on the main card. And what a 5 indeed. Let's go to this first one. We got Justin Gaethje taking on Michael Chandler, in which we both pick Justin Gaethje in this one. He did win by unanimous decision. Reggie, did you watch it?
Yes, caught all of them and ended up going to sleep on the last one.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a drunk ass afternoon from college football to UFC. But yeah, I couldn't make it to the last one.
So obviously it was a very convincing win by Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, unanimous decision. I agree.
One of them gave him a 30-27. The other one was 29-28.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell gave that 30-27. That probably was that same judge from last week that we said needed to be questioned.
Because I was like, hold on, how you get 2 29-28s and then one of them just said, you know what, he won every single round.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna give him that one. All right. So that's the winner for Justin Gaethje. We both picked him. We got that right. Let's move on to the next one. We got Shane Burgos taking on Billy Quarantillo, in which we both went with Burgos, and we got another win. Unanimous decision. All 3 of these were 29-28, so that's a little bit better.
Even better. I agree. We picked the winner. So pissed that I didn't bet on it.
Right. 2-0 so far. Let's check to see can we continue. Third matchup, we got Frankie Edgar taking on Marlon Vera, in which we both picked Vera. We got this one right also. Knockout in the 3rd round by a kick.
Yeah, it was vicious too.
It was a vicious kick.
Yeah, I did not see it coming, but it came in and it stuck.
Yeah, and dude was stuck when he was on the ground.
Yeah.
He didn't have to punch him. It was over with. Ref like, no.
Nope, no more.
He's
sitting there mad like, wait, I can still no. Stay down.
Right.
Go find Nate and get comfortable beside him.
All right. Now let's go to the 2 title matches. This first one we got Rose Namajunas taking on Zhang Weili, in which this was a split decision, in which one judge gave Rose 48-47. Then one of them gave Zhang 47-48. Then the middle one gave a 49-46 to Rose. She kept her title.
I kind of don't agree with the split decision. I really have to, because I mean Rose, she did good, but Zane came.
Yeah, Zane came.
She, you know,
especially with them takedowns, she definitely came with the takedown.
Yeah, she's too much muscle for Rose.
Yeah, she was. Ooh, man, she was woman handling.
Yeah,
Rose like real bad. But Rose had some shots, and she was able to get up from those takedowns. I think that definitely helped her out a whole lot in that match. And then some of those kicks she was doing while she was on the ground ended up hitting her too.
Yeah, those up kicks help a lot.
Them up kicks did help a lot. And she stunned her. I think she knocked her down one time. She knocked Zane down one time, if I'm not mistaken.
She could have. I can't remember.
No, they ain't counted. I know she stumbled her a couple of times. But yeah, she deservingly got that belt, kept the belt. Deservingly so.
Good win.
4-0. Let's go to the last, but very not least. We got Kamaru Usman taking on Kobe Covington, in which this was for the belt. We both decided to go with Usman. He won unanimously. 48-47, 48-47, 49-46. I was more towards the 49-46 in my count. But yeah. Usman won unanimously.
All 3 rounds?
49-46. He ended up winning because that second round when he knocked him down twice, I actually gave that a 10-8.
Okay.
I gave that one a 10-8. The first round I gave to Usman. Then the second round I gave to Usman with a 10-8. So he was already up 3 with 3 to go. And I gave Covington the last 2. And then I gave Usman that last one.
Okay.
Because Covington, he battled after them 2 knockdowns. He was still able to put up a fight, but it just wasn't enough. Usman is just a bad man. And like I said before, I don't like Covington anyway, so I don't think it'll be a 3.
No, I doubt it.
They need to treat this one like Tyson Fury been treating Deontay Wilder.
Wow.
There's no reason to try this again.
Yeah, that's very true.
No reason. 5-0. 5-0.
So pissed that I did not bet on this, man.
Didn't make not one single bet. We deserve to be broke. All right, that does it for UFC. Now let's go to the NBA. Let's go to basketball. We had 5 games that we made a pick on this weekend. Let's go to the first one. We got the Utah Jazz taking on the Miami Heat. Shot, bet. You had the Heat. I had the Utah Jazz. Heat won 118-115. Shot for me.
Shot for you.
All right, let me go ahead and get started. This is my shot for Utah losing in a very close game. Very good game, by the way, to the Heat. Shit. Oh, that's gonna be bad. All right. Donovan Mitchell had 37 points. Tyler Hero is still balling. He had 29. He's still coming off the bench with that?
Off the bench.
Damn. See him being a 6-man player of the year. What happened to Clarkson? That motherfucker. I sat there and said Clarkson was going to do better than Hero.
You did. I wanted to
7 points. He was minus 27.
I wanted to get you on it, but I said nah. Because, I mean, he could have a good game.
That's terrible. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got the Philadelphia 76ers on the road taking on the Chicago Bulls. in which we both picked the Bulls to win this one, even without a Tobias Harris. 76ers still won by the score of 114-105.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all.
Did not either.
What did Rosen end up with?
25.
It's not bad.
25, 4 and 4.
It's not a bad night.
Matt Levine led the team with 32. Lonzo Ball, he didn't have 10. That's not good. But Corks won from the 76ers. Came off the bench and put up 25. Korkmaz was balling. That's something going with hitting shots. And then Joel Embiid pretty much do his normal numbers. 30 and 15. So that's how they won. So another loss right there. Let's move on to the next one. We got the Boston Celtics, Reggie's Boston Celtics taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Shot, bet. I picked Dallas. You know Reggie picked his Celtics. Mavericks won thanks to Luka Doncic, step back, three-pointer for the win, and two people faces, walk off, 107-104.
This is all Marcus Smart fault.
What are you doing, man?
This is all. First of all, he causes confusion in the fucking locker room. That's what he did.
Based on what he said.
Yeah,
Tatum and Brown don't pass the ball.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. These are your teammates. This is your no, they don't. These are your brothers. they don't. Do they honestly need to? Let's just be real. Do both of them boys are ballers. They don't need to pass the ball. You pass them the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do in them situations. But anyway, yeah. Marcus Smart just he gave up on the play. He completely gave up on the play, and that's resulted in me losing in fucking 4 seconds by a step back three-pointer from Luka. So,
you know what's crazy though? Kristaps Porzingis did good. 21 points, 7 rebounds. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder gave you 20 without Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's gonna be out for the next couple weeks.
Who, Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, so
or out for the rest of the year. But we'll talk about that on a later day. All right, so let's move on to the next one. We got my Spurs taking on the OKC Thunder, in which OKC Thunder only won 2 games so far this year, and both of them was against the Lakers. They won their third last night, scored 99-94. Yes, we lost to the Thunder. We pretty much gave up that game. We had a nice lead heading to the third quarter, killed us. 34-14, 20-point difference.
So now you feel my woes with us not being able to complete a game, especially being in the third quarter.
Yeah, we got our ass handed to us in the third quarter. Drew Eubanks. Whenever you say Drew Eubanks, that's pretty much letting you know how that game ended up going. Because Drew Eubanks ended up having 14, 11, but our leading scorer was Keldon Johnson, 22 points. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, had 15 coming off the bench. Their leading scorer came off the bench, Muscala. The fuck? He had 20. And he's a center. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I expect a lot of that from my Spurs this year. We ain't that good. Last but not least, we got the Brooklyn Nets on the road taking on the Toronto Raptors. We both picked the Nets. Nets did beat the Raptors by a score of 116-103. James Harden, 28, 10, and 8. Those are the numbers we are expecting from James Harden, right?
Yeah.
How many free throws he shoot? Only 6.
Yes.
That's not bad.
No. And he can't cry about that.
All right, that is not bad. To put up those numbers only shooting 6 free throws, that's not bad.
Right.
The same amount KD shot. And KD, you know, he had his 31, 7, and 7. That's just normal KD.
Yeah, you can't expect less or more from KD.
Right.
He gonna average 28 to 30 points a game.
Did Patty Mills miss a 3? Yeah, he missed 3. He still went 3 of 6 though. But dang, Patty Mills is hot fire from 3. Fred VanVleet had the leading scorer for the Raptors, 21 points, 8 assists. But yeah, they lost. That does it for the NBA. Now let's go to the college football. Let's go to college football, in which it was very, very interesting indeed. Let's go to this first one. We got Wake Forest on the road taking on North Carolina, in which we both picked Wake Forest, right?
Indeed. I don't know why, but we did.
And North Carolina won. 58-55. Ninth ranked Wake Forest lost to North Carolina. First loss of the season for Wake Forest.
They was not awoke.
They was not. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got Michigan State on the road taking on Purdue. In which we both picked Michigan State on this one. Loss. Purdue. 40-29. Third ranked Michigan State lost to Purdue. 40-29. What is going on?
I don't know. Weird week.
It is terrible. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got shot bet alert. We got Oklahoma State taking on West Virginia, in which Reggie, you picked West Virginia, I picked Oklahoma State. And that game ended up going to Oklahoma State by the score of 24-3, Reggie.
Yeah. So,
shot.
This is my double shot glass for my Celtics losing to the Mavs, and for me, some reason picking West Virginia over Oklahoma State in this blowout. I try to come back, but that's for these.
All right. Now we got that out the way.
I took your route. Got it good and hot today.
Right. Oh, trust me, I got these. I should have put these in the free. All right, move on to the next one. We got SEC matchup. We got Auburn taking on Texas A&M. 13th ranked Auburn taking on 14th ranked Texas A&M. Shot bet alert, in which you picked Texas A&M. I went with Auburn. Bo Nix, 3 points. Lost 20-3. Bo Nix.
Yeah, you keep saying his name.
Bo Nix. Now, I should take my shot in advance, but you know what? The way y'all played LSU, I'm going to hold out just a little bit. This is my shot for Auburn losing to Texas A&M. I hate flavor. Goddamn liquor. All right. Whew. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Well, NC State taking on Florida State. Shot bet alert. I need to stop believing in these old teams that used to be good and now they trash. Because proof is in the pudding, especially with Florida State.
When was Florida State good? Oh, when James Winston. Okay.
Right. 28-14, NC State beat Florida State. I believed in Florida State. Matter of fact, I really didn't believe in Florida State because I actually was upset when we had to do the shot thing. The shot.
I was upset when we had to do the shot against Texas A&M and Auburn, but you see how that turned out.
No, you was really upset. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Florida State, you lost to NC State. All right. Let's move on to Oh, well, that does it for college football. You know what we do? We give you the rankings, even though the rankings don't come out to tomorrow. We're going to give you the AP top 25. That's how it's going to work. All right. Now, after this crazy weekend in college football, Georgia's still number 1. Cincinnati is number 2, even though they are not ranked number 2 in the college football playoff rankings. Alabama number 3, Oklahoma number 4, so they stayed the same. Oregon went up to 5. Ohio State stayed at number 6. So I can understand Oregon being 5 while we 6. Notre Dame moved up to number 7. Michigan State, the one that dropped all the way to 8. Since they beat Michigan, Michigan will be 9. Oklahoma State is up 1 spot to 10. Texas A&M moved up 2 spots because they beat Auburn. 11. Ole Miss move up 3 spots to 12. Wake Forest drops 3 spots to 13. BYU moving on up 3 spots. They 14. UTSA. I still don't understand UTSA, but they slowly creeping up. They're 15. Auburn drops 4 spots.
It was something 16. About San Antonio, wasn't it?
Yeah. University of Tennessee and San Antonio. I just don't understand what they're doing. Who they play. Houston, 17. Baylor drops tremendously. 4 spots. They're 18. Iowa stayed put. Wisconsin is finally ranked. They're back in the rankings. NC State also back in the rankings. Coastal Carolina dropped 1 spot. They're 22. Penn State, 23, dropped 1 spot. Louisiana is still 24. And Pittsburgh rounds up the top 25. They're 25. All right. That does it. Let's go to the NBA. I mean the NFL. I'm looking at the NBA game. All right. Now let's go to this NBA. The first one, we got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Shot bet alert. Reggie, you went with those Bengals. I went with old Baker Mayfield and them Cleveland Browns. Browns won 41-16.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my double shot.
Okay. Joe Burrow throwing 2 picks in the game. One of them ran back 99 yards for a touchdown.
I don't know what's happening with the Bengals. They up and then they down. They up and then they down. I don't know.
I mean, they're young. I can understand that. I really can. But like I said, I feel like Baker Mayfield does better not knowing that he has to throw to OBJ.
We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, we shall see. Especially knowing where he's going to go. But we don't know yet. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens, in which, Reggie, you did pick the Minnesota Vikings. I picked the Ravens. You did not want to shot bet this one. And rightfully so, because the Ravens end up winning by the score of 34-31.
In overtime.
In OT.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Last week I picked the Vikings to beat the Dak-less Cowboys, and they lost by 4. This week I said they would handle the Ravens, and they did the entire game until the 4th quarter. Mm-hmm. And in overtime, because that's when they made their comeback. Even though Vikings did manage to get the game to go into overtime, they end up losing in overtime because they did not possess the ball first. And when they did possess the ball, they didn't do anything with it, and they allowed Lamar Jackson to have one more time to get the ball to go down.
That is true. Absolutely 100% true.
So, yep, I would have been pissed at that one. Real pissed.
Okay. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. We got the Denver Broncos taking on them Dallas Cowboys, in which we both picked the Cowboys. and we was wrong. Broncos, shout out to you, Brian. Man, 30-16. And it really wasn't 30-16. It was 30-0 until 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and one 2-point conversion.
Well, 2-point conversion. They got both of them.
They did get both of them.
Yeah, they got both of them. Because I had Greg Zuerlein on my fantasy, and he pretty much didn't play.
Yeah, he did not.
Because he didn't get a chance to even kick the ball. Because they were so down.
Yeah, you should hear these Broncos fans up here. Like this.
Trust me.
No. You think you know, but I'm in Bronco country. Like this was their Super Bowl. Like these Bronco fans, like that's all I've been hearing. How about them Broncos? I didn't even know that was a saying.
It's not. How about them is only Cowboys. Nobody says how about the Broncos.
Yes, they do.
No.
Well, after last night they did.
Yeah, that's probably why they're saying it to disrespect the Cowboys, and rightfully so. They deserve so. Teddy Two Gloves came through. Now that running game came through. Flash Gordon and that rookie Williams. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got the LA Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Shot bet alert. Reggie, you had the Eagles. I had the LA Chargers. Chargers won by a game-winning field goal. 27-24.
Guys, this is unbelievable.
2 field goals gave you 2 L's.
Yeah. Shit. What else?
That's nice. That is nice.
There's my shots for the Bengals and the Browns, and now the Chargers and the Eagles. That's terrible.
That is. Yes, it is. All right, while you're taking that shot, let's move on to another terrible game. Sunday Night Football, we got the Tennessee Titans taking on my LA Rams, in which we both picked the Rams. Tennessee Titans won 28-16. Jeffrey Simmons pretty much beat the hell out of my offensive line. Single-handedly. He whooped anybody that he was in front of. It's ridiculous. So Matthew Stafford did throw 2 picks. They gave them 14 points because one of them was a pick 6. The other one was a pick that got them to the 2-yard line. So pretty much defense had to get back on the field, and it brought them to the 2-yard line, and they ended up scoring off that. This is how I know that it was mainly based off how good their defense was and how bad our offense was. Matt Stafford threw 2 picks. However, Ryan Tannehill didn't even throw over 150 yards. Their leading rusher only had 29 yards. Their leading receiver only had 42 yards. And it took 5 catches to get that. Defense did their job. Offense got their ass whooped. That pretty much summed it up.
So it had nothing to do with how you put it. The great Ryan Tannehill. It had nothing to do with him.
He's still great, but he's not great, okay? He's good enough. He's good enough. Y'all got him next week, don't you? No, y'all don't. Yeah, y'all do. Who y'all got next week? Y'all do got him next week.
I don't.
Your Saints got him, so you'll see how great Ryan Tannehill is when y'all play him next week.
I have a good defense, so.
And y'all going to Tennessee.
I like Tennessee.
Huh?
I like Tennessee. Atmosphere.
You like the Tennessee atmosphere. We shall see about this Tennessee atmosphere. All right. So it wasn't no shot bet. We both picked the same team. Give a update on Monday Night Football. We got the Chicago Bears taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Reggie, what's the update?
Steelers just punched it in the end zone. 20-6. third quarter, 2:04 left. Bears have the ball.
All right. There's your update on Monday Night Football. Reggie, you did pick the Bears, right?
I did, and this is a shot bet.
Oh, it's a shot bet. I got the Steelers.
Yep.
Let's go, bitch ass Big Ben. Come through for me again. All right.
It's looking rather sharp.
It's looking rather sharp. Speaking of sharp, let's go to hockey. Let's go to hockey. All right. First one, we got Reggie. Boston Bruins taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs, in which this was a shot bet alert. You know, Reggie picked his Boston Bruins. I picked the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs won 5-2. Shout out to Canada.
Yeah. Killed.
Shout out to you, Canada.
Killed. No, not shout out to Canada. I'm taking a shot on behalf of Canada.
You came through for me. However, this next one fucked me up. We got the Minnesota Wild taking on my Pittsburgh Penguins, in which this was a shot bet because Reggie wanted to go up against my team.
Damn right.
And rightfully so. My Pittsburgh Penguins lost 5-4 in a shootout. So this was a shot bet. Let me pull up this goddamn sweet ass drink.
You bought it.
I bought it to mix.
Oh.
But I'm out of actual liquor.
You mixing it with saliva, so that works.
Yep, mixing it with some good old saliva. All right, this for my Pittsburgh Penguins losing. I think Sidney Crosby got hurt again. Oh man, it's almost time. It's about time for him to retire.
If Ovechkin is still doing it, Crosby can still do it.
You got a point. You do. That's a very valid point. This is my shot for Pittsburgh Penguins.
Do penguins make noise?
I don't know. I've never been over there to hear them.
Okay.
Okay. Move on to the next one. We got the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Florida Panthers, which we both picked the Florida Panthers to win this one. They did win by the score of 5-2.
Are they 10-0?
Florida Panthers are 10-1 and well, they was 10-0. They lost tonight against the Texas Rangers. Not the Texas Rangers, New York Rangers.
Fuck. Okay.
So they 10-1 and 1.
I think that no more undefeated teams.
Yep. It ended tonight. All right, moving on to the next one. Speaking of the New York Rangers, they went to play the Calgary Flames, in which we both picked the Flames. We both was right. 6-0. Calgary Flames beat the New York Rangers.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, we got Seattle Kraken taking on those Coyotes. Those Coyotes. Where the Coyotes from? Arizona. I keep forgetting that. In which it was a shot bet. Reggie still riding with them damn Kraken. I told him Coyotes gonna get their first win of the year.
You did, and for that,
indeed, they won 5-4.
For my Bruins losing, and for me still having faith in the Kraken, which I probably will extend to one more week. One more week of the Kraken. Not lost me yet.
One more week of the Kraken.
Damn it.
Goddamn right.
All right. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Hashtag drunk ass money. Damn. Damn is the hashtag. DAM.
Damn.
That's exactly how we're going to feel after all these damn shots. Especially what's finna happen right now. The 3-bet challenge. Recap of what happened on the 3-bet challenge. Me and Reggie gave you 3 bets to make this weekend. Parlay them if you want to, or you can go straight up win them. We will give you dubs. All right, let's talk about yours first, Reggie. For the first time in Must Shirt Friday, we actually had a live bet that was accepted during the fact of it being played. And this one was Reggie picking the Tampa Bay Light. No, not the Tampa Bay Light. The New York Rangers to beat the Oilers of Edmonton.
The Edmonton Oilers.
In which you said they would beat the Oilers because Reggie, you said the fuck Canada type of bet, in which the Oilers did win by a score of 6-5.
Yeah.
In overtime.
Struggle win.
Struggle win indeed, but they won nonetheless. So that's an L for you. Let's move on to the next one. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning on Saturday to end up getting their win against the Ottawa Senators.
Ottawa Senators.
They ended up winning by the score of, what was that score? 5-3. So you got a dub in that one. All right, so let's go to the last one. Last but not least, to attack Canada once again, you got the Las Vegas Golden Knights to beat, matter of fact, the Montreal Canadiens, in which they did do that indeed by the score of 5-2. So Reggie, you did go 2-1 in your 3-bet challenge.
And hate against Canada.
Yeah, and your hate against Canada. It almost went through totally if it wasn't for your New York Rangers losing. All right, let's go to mine. All I need is 2 to tie, all 3 to win. Let's check and see how I did. Let's go to the first one. NBA, Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls, I told you that they was going to be able to beat the Philadelphia 76ers, in which they did not beat them. I actually picked them to cover, -3.5. They end up losing by 9.
Yeah, shit.
So that's that's an L for me. All right, let's go to the next one. We got an SEC matchup in which we already discussed also. Auburn versus Texas A&M, in which I said this will go over 49.5. This thing didn't go over half of that.
Not even.
20-3, that is 23 points. That is under. So Reggie, you are the victor this week. Let me take my shot for you being the victor. But we're not done. Hold on.
Got one more on the books. One more for the books.
All right. Reason why I said we're not done, because that's just 2 L's. If I do suffer another L, it will be 2 extra shots. Let's go to it. NFL. Goddamn Buffalo Bills.
Goddamn Buffalo.
No, I said the Buffalo Bills will blow out the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not only did they not cover, they did not win. They lost by the score of 9-6.
They couldn't even get in the end zone.
They kicked 2 field goals. And that was in the first half. Second half, they didn't even score. Josh Allen. Hold on.
Josh Allen got the Josh Allen treatment.
Oh, man. Did you see what Josh Allen did to Josh Allen?
I saw what Josh Allen did to Josh Allen. He could have at least used some spit.
Right. Goddamn Josh Allen. How you gonna do Josh Allen like that?
It's you, man.
It's Josh Allen. Like, you should have at least some kind of respect for Josh Allen. But no. Josh Allen, you led your defense in total tackles with 8. Matter of fact, every tackle you got was a solo tackle. You sacked Josh Allen. You got 2 tackles for loss.
Josh Allen.
And then you deflected a pass. Josh Allen. Matter of fact, you deflected a pass from
Josh Allen.
Then you hit Josh Allen. You sacked Josh Allen. God damn, Josh Allen. Josh Allen. This is so much disrespect for you. How dare you do Josh Allen this way? But you had the best game pretty much of your career. You did it against Josh Allen. So this first shot is for Josh Allen.
Ooh. I'm gonna let you take a minute. You take a minute, man, because that took a minute for me to actually process that Josh Allen was out here getting raped by Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, man.
And Josh Allen allowed Josh Allen to just get inside him like that.
Man.
Multiple times.
Man, Josh Allen. How did Josh Allen? God damn, Josh Allen. And then what made him worse, Trevor Lawrence got hurt in the middle of the game. So CJ Beathard came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
2 completions. And then guess what? Trevor Lawrence was able to come back into the game just to not score a touchdown. Kick a field goal just for them to win. You had a bye, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Had a bye. What the hell did you do during this bye?
He told Josh Allen all his secrets.
Yeah, I bet. He was sending emails to himself, but he didn't know that he was actually sending it to Josh Allen. Oh, my gosh.
And now this next shot that you take will be for
Who?
What's his name?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
God damn it, Josh Allen. Damn you, Josh Allen. So that does it for the 3-bet challenge. Now, since we got that out the way, let's go over our 3 takeaways from this weekend. Reggie, you go first, because I'm trying to recover from Josh
Allen. This one was kind of it's weird to just narrow it down to 3, but I think the 3 that I decided to pick needed to be addressed. So yeah, I just go like this. So first of all, Florida, the old Florida Gators.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to do all college football too, since it was a crazy week. But all college football. Florida Gators taking on South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
They lost 17-40.
What? Florida lost?
Florida lost 17-40 against South Carolina.
Huh. South Carolina.
Yeah. SEC, South Carolina.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Not to mention that Dan Mullen also is, in my opinion, on the hot seat. I think he should be if he's not. And if he's not, there are some major questions that need to be answered in that organization. And I mean from whoever is over any kind of coaching all the way down to the assistant water boy. They need to be questioned. Some questions need to be answered. He already got 2 coaches that he was talking about saying that they need to get out the building. And he clearly said that, no, you know what? No. Regardless of whatever problems that we are having, that we are facing, those are my guys the rest of the season. I commend you for that. But that's not the problem. The problem is you. Dan Mullen. The problem is you. Fix you, remove you from the situation, and then that Florida organization will probably have a chance to flourish. Other than that, real quick, update on the game. So, Monday Night Football, the Bears did get in the end zone. Score is now 13-23. Steelers answered right back with a touchdown. Well, with a field goal. I'm sorry, with a field goal.
Right.
On the next possession on the punt, not the punt, the kickoff, Bears had the ball and just fumbled, gave it right back to the Steelers. Terrible turn of events. So that is probably.
And just to add to that, the person who recovered the fumble is the kicker, Chris Boswell. But continue.
All right. Just want to put that out there. But yeah, I think the problem is most definitely Dan Mullen. I don't see that organization going in a different direction. His thoughts on the game was he thought they were prepared. You were prepared to play South Carolina, and you lost to South Carolina by the score of 17-40. It's South Carolina. I don't see how you were unprepared to play them. You know what? I could go on and on about this game and how bad Dan Mullen is and his coaching decisions and what he did with Mississippi School. You know what? I'm done with it. I am done with it. Next, keeping it in college football, I will move on to the Cincinnati, 6th-ranked Cincinnati versus Tulsa. This was a struggle win. If I ain't never seen one before in my life. Tulsa is 3-6. Cincinnati, you are undefeated. All you have to do is not have a struggle win, and we understand that you are legit. The committee understands that you are legit. You score 14 points in the first quarter, nothing in the second. 14 points in the second, in the third quarter, nothing in the fourth. That's not good enough. The committee gonna look at that. No, the 14 in the third. I'm sorry, not in the fourth.
Right.
The committee is going to look at that. This is definitely a struggle win. If Tulsa had a little more time, because they were battling with y'all. This game was not dominated at all, and it should have been. It very well should have been a domination by Cincinnati against a team who only got 3 wins. Tulsa. Where's Tulsa? Is that Arizona?
Yeah, I think so.
Arizona?
I think so.
Anyway, this should not have been a game to end in 20-28. Cincinnati, I believe, is on their way out.
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
that sounds better.
That's Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't know where my geographical.
You drunk ass Monday. I understand
that. All right. Last but not least, and I saved the. And this shot is hot too. And you say you need 5 seconds? 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one goes out to Auburn versus Texas A&M, into where Mr. CEO slash owner
Oh, nah.
said Bo Nick's name 112 times. It's probably not recorded, but you said Bo Nix, and I said you're gonna regret saying fucking Bo Nix. I'm sick and tired of Bo Nix name coming out because he does these miraculous things when people don't think about the other team, and then next thing you know, Bo Nix deflects 3 defenders and completes a 3rd and 24 or some shit like that. It only happened one time. Bo Nix fucking sucks. He doesn't play against anybody. He should probably wear bifocals because that will prevent him from throwing interceptions. Now, he didn't throw nothing but 1 interception in this game in particular, but he only threw for 153 yards with no touchdown. He was 20 of 41. That is terrible. I mean, if I'm anything, even if I'm the little cousin who's learning scouting in the NFL from my big cousin who actually recruits people, I fucked up. If I told him that Bo Nix was somebody I need to look at, I wasted my complete Saturday looking at Bo. The man has a negative 18 rushing. Negative 18. Go back to any week that Bo Nix has done this, has been a starting quarterback for Auburn, never gotten 18, well, negative 18 rushing yards. He put that team in a position to score 3 points with only 24 seconds left in the first quarter. What did you do, Bo Nix? Since we talking about Bo Nix, because we are talking about Bo Nix, right? We're talking about Bo Nix. Bo Nix did not put his team in a position to score the entire game. It was punt after punt after punt after 3 and out after 3 and out after 3 and out. That man is not a man. He's not. He is not. That boy or little boy go sits down when he go pee. That's what Bo Nix showed me this weekend. And I don't care about the flag that I'm gonna hear from it, but Bo Nix, and I'm so glad that you accepted that you are gonna pick Bo Nix against my Tide. So that is a free shot for me because I took one for you.
You didn't, because they lost.
I took Texas A&M over Auburn.
Yes, but they lost. So I'm taking 2.
What you agreed to it?
You're right. I did. You're right.
And with that being said, those are my 3 takeaways. Dan Mullen should be in the hot seat. Cincinnati got a struggle win over a 3-win Tulsa, which I think is bad. And when the poll comes out tomorrow, I think it should reflect that. And not to mention, last but not least, Bo Nix losing 20 to 41. No. They didn't lose 20 to 41. That was his percentage. That's how many passes that he threw and attempted.
They lost 20 to 3.
20 to 3.
Yeah. That was terrible. You're right.
Those are my 3 takeaways.
That was a good takeaway. Very good takeaway. Now it's my turn. Now, let me go first to LeBron James. It's not your fault. Kind of your fault. I'm going to be honest. It is kind of your fault. LeBron James has an abdominal strain, which at first was projected to be out just 1 week. Now we done heard from trainers that this could be a 1 to 2 months type injury, which is understood because you are old. And as the older you get, the ability to be able to recover from injuries lasts a little bit longer. However, y'all did lose on Saturday to not the Phoenix, but the Portland Trail Blazers by the score of 105-90. And side note, Reggie, I shouldn't have took 2 shots. Nah, I ain't took 2 shots for that. But I thought it was going to be a blowout because they were getting their ass kicked early. But I guess the Blazers just gave up and only scored 12 points in the fourth quarter, while the Lakers scored 28. So that made it under a blowout. However, they did lose. So now, guess what? Without LeBron, you still have Anthony Davis, who's a top 75 player in history, and Russell Westbrook, who is also a top 75 player in history. I feel like #no excuses. You should find ways to win. You should be able to beat bad teams. You haven't found a way to beat the Thunder yet, and yet you got the Hornets today. I feel like that you should be able to beat the Hornets because you do have Anthony Davis. You do have Russell Westbrook. Carmelo, when he's hot, helps y'all out a lot, but that's not normal. He's not always hot. But however, he could get in the shooting streak to be able to pull up numbers to be able to help y'all win. Y'all definitely need to find a way to win now. Because if LeBron James is out for this long, it's going to be trouble for y'all. And you can go ahead and counsel. You can counsel the fact of y'all trying to make the playoffs if y'all continue to play the way y'all play. Now, that's just first. Reggie got excited. Must be watching the fact that update. I'm just finna give y'all an update. 23-19 right now for the game. Monday Night Football. Steelers are up 23-19. I don't even know how the hell they got 19. But yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Reggie probably can give y'all an update after I give this my three takeaways.
Go ahead.
Number 2 I would like to discuss is Aaron Rodgers. What the fuck? That pretty much sums it up what I'm pretty much trying to say about you, Aaron Rodgers. What the fuck? First of all, you still lied about the fact that you said that you was immunized. You wasn't. You didn't take the vaccine. You didn't. You ended up taking some kind of deer dewormer. Then you took some more other shit that Joe Rogan gave you in order to try to help you have an alternative route to the vaccine instead of just taking the vaccine. So in order for you to feel better about a condition, like say for instance, you get sick, you have a cold. So instead of you going to the hospital, you want to go to Joe Rogan for your cure. That's pretty much what you're trying to say. Because you don't care about what the doctors or the medical people is actually trying to tell you. Nah, you said fuck them and go straight to Joe Rogan, who is a UFC commentator / comedian. And you go to him for your goddamn medical advice. And yet you want to blame us for attacking you for being a liar. You lied about this shit, and then you want to blame us. And then to top it all off, you want to quote Dr. Martin Luther King and try to compare your shit to what he was trying to fight for back in the 1960s. I just want y'all to Google undisputed Aaron Rodgers and listen to Shannon Sharp verbatim in what he's saying, because he snapped tonight. He snapped today on Undisputed. I just want y'all to go and listen to that, because y'all gonna listen to that, y'all would definitely understand what I'm saying. That's pretty much it, what I got to say about Aaron Rodgers. I lost respect for you. I lost all the praise for you. And I can really see myself that I was wrong for what I said about you being pretty much almost one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. Because I sat there and compared myself. I sat there and said, if Aaron Rodgers went to the Patriots instead of Tom Brady, he probably would have won more rings. No. Now I deny that, because you think you above everybody. And what you're not. You're not above anybody. But guess what? NFL, the clock is ticking, because you allowed this to happen knowing that you knew that this dude wasn't vaccinated. But yet you let him go to interviews without a mask compared to people that's unvaccinated, in which they had to wear masks. You gave him white privilege. Let's check and see what you're going to do about that. That's all I got to say about that one. Last but not least, let's go to what the fuck happened in the NFL. What the hell happened in the NFL? Let's just go to a recap of the games that should have been won that didn't get won. Let's go to the first one. The Bengals was a favorite against the Browns. They lost. The Cowboys was a favorite against the Broncos. They lost. The Saints was a slight favorite against the Falcons. They lost. The Raiders was a favorite against the Giants. They lost. Patriots, they did their job. The Bills was a heavy favorite. Plus 15.5 before the game started. They lost. The Ravens did their job. Chargers did their job. Chiefs did their job. The 49ers, they didn't have Kyler Murray. They didn't have D-Hop. They didn't have A.J. Green. They still beat y'all with Colt McCoy. Last time I remember Colt McCoy, he played for the Texans. He played for Texas. They played Texas and the Longhorns last time I remember Colt McCoy. I think that was back in the 2000, 2005. And he beat y'all. James Conner, who fought cancer, beat y'all. Scored 2 touchdowns against y'all. Y'all had Jimmy Pornhub G. Still couldn't win the game. Lost. My Rams. Yeah, I can attack myself with 7-point favorite. We lost. What the hell happened this weekend in the NFL? Mainly every team that was supposed to win, and some teams that won heavily, they end up losing. What the hell happened? So that tops off my 3. That sums up the 3. I don't know what happened, Aaron Rodgers, LeBron James, and the Lakers, and what the fuck was going on with the NFL this past weekend. That sums up my 3. All right. Now, going from that to my segment. God damn it, I pretty much damn near did my segment in that situation. But I got a little short segment. It's very short. I'm going to be honest with you. It is very short. All right. So now it's time for my segment. I need to breathe it right quick. We finally got a schedule. And I'm sweating like I'm a preacher. We finally got a schedule for college basketball. And let me celebrate the same way Reggie is celebrating. We finally got a schedule. So, on tomorrow is the first game of the college basketball season. So, we got Mount St. Mary taking on Villanova. Easy win for Villanova. We got Akron taking on Ohio State. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna go about the easy one. Let's go to the very interesting ones. We got number 3 Kansas taking on Michigan State. Everybody respect Michigan State, even though they're not ranked. We got number 3 Kansas playing them. As of right now, Kansas is a -4.5 point favorite in that game. Very interesting game to watch. I definitely will be staying tuned to that one on tomorrow. But that's not the most important game. The most important game is the game between number 9 Duke and the only team that both Reggie and I agree upon is the one you see in my background. Kentucky Wildcats on the road, the Champions Classic against Duke. Watch that game. It's coming on 8:30 Central Standard Time. I believe that is 7:30 Reggie's time on ESPN. College basketball is finally back. And that is something worth watching. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. Stay tuned. College basketball is back. Make your bets. Do your chances on getting some money from this shit because we finally finna get college basketball. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Good segment. Good
short segment. All right, we done on this drunk ass Monday. On Wednesday, we will be discussing a little bit more about Aaron Rodgers. We also will be discussing on, because more than likely Odell will probably be on the team. It's rumored that he wants to go to the Seahawks, which I don't. Well, we'll talk about it, but we'll discuss that on a later date. Then we'll give you our final 4 early predictions on Wednesday. We'll be winging it because that's pretty much what it is. Winging it Wednesday. But I think we pretty much gave y'all a sum of what today is. I know I'm drunk based off the 7 shots I had to take. I don't know about Reggie if he's drunk based off of the shots he took. But this is Drunk Ass Monday. And we did it. We finally at the end.
We made it. We made it.
So, like always, we'll never forget. We give you our salute. And we'll see y'all on Winging It Wednesday. We out.
We out.